Hello viewers and welcome back to the HermitPack, the HermitPack mod pack on the Emerald Enclave server. Yes! Okay, so I've done some things. Did I show this to you? I don't know that I did. It's a pedestal. It lets you display items, and I'm not able to take it off. How do I have to break it? Or do I have to swap an item to it? Do I shift right click? Aha. All right, so that's a little display. And let's see, that's a pedestal. And so that's here. That's from Reliquary. Is that how you'd say that? And oh my gosh, that is display only. Display only is what we want, because I think this is probably used for something actual. So not too expensive, and you can swap out the carpet, just a little bit of quartz. Yeah, pretty cool. And then the other thing I was asking about is without Bibliocraft, do we have any interesting ways to display armor? And the answer is, duh. This is Minecraft 1.10. We have armor stands. The other fun fact, let's swap out here. If I press F, yes. Now, why does pressing F do that? Because F switches the angel ring off my offhand, where this ring does not take effect. But there you go. So we have some wings with our angel ring. That's pretty cool. You can, if we mouse over this and click U, you can do glass just to remove the visual effect. You can have some kind of, what kind of wings would those be? Just like actual bird type wings, fairy wings, some kind of bat or vampire wings. I guess that would be a bat. Maybe this is more of a vampire if we're going to go with that. And this is just like, I don't know, cool wings, right? I mean, something from Greece. I don't know. I say I don't know a lot. All right, look. What happened? Oh, it's so beautiful. I hope you like it. I like it. I did receive some feedback about the blue mixing with the purple and about going from darker to lighter and using stuff with connected textures rather than things that make too much of a pattern like this. This is kind of like strong. At the same time, though, the ceiling isn't something you're always looking at. So I think that's okay. It almost gives it an unfinished touch. The only issue we're going to run into here, and let's zoom past this room and not talk about it just yet, is up here. It shares the same space. And the problem with that is going to be we could use chisel and bits to take out half of these, make them half slabs connected with other half slabs, so we can have one block underneath, one block above. But that's going to destroy the connected textures, I believe. We can try it, but I'm pretty sure that's what it does. Actually, let's go ahead and try it. Let's have my view there, and we can ignore what's there. That is another gift for Dadcraft. Jeez, leave Dadcraft alone, right? Okay, let's see. Let's press Alt. I think we're on... yeah, half-size cube already. Left click, left click, left click. Okay, so there's a half slab, right? But now, if we go look at it from underneath, I'm pretty sure the textures are going to be messed up. Yeah. I mean, it's interesting if it's just one, but if all of them were like that, I don't think it would look all that great. All right, let's put these back. And let's press Alt. Let's switch to Snap. And right-click. Okay, I never remember if it's right-click or left-click, and then the block kind of freaks out as it changes back. So one solution to that, which I didn't feel like doing just yet, but I might just... we could lower the ceiling. But I like that this room is super huge. I guess the other thing we could do is we could raise the floor. I mean, that might be easier, right? I mean, it wouldn't be the most difficult thing. actually. But then the stairway isn't going to line up correctly. We'll figure something out. We'll figure something out. Okay, so I did a little bit of stuff off camera, obviously. I decorated some rooms. These are black quartz stairs, as you can tell from the tooltip at the top of the screen. I looked, well, here, I'll show you. I looked through all the different kinds of stairs here and just tried to think about like industrial and that sort of thing. This is the best thing I could find that kind of just blends in with this floor. And as for this design, this is not what I want to use for the whole base. I kind of want to do it by layer. So everything on this layer will be like this. That room is an exception, and I'll show you why here shortly. And then I'm thinking of maybe bringing it up to here, because that would make a natural line where it hits the floor. And then from here, we can use some sort of different design. And maybe something even different for rooms that are down below. Basement level stuff. But the laboratory blocks are really cool, but those kind of give for a sterile environment. Like everything's clean and smooth, and it just doesn't seem like at this early stage in our life in this world where we're barely established out here with our nature that we have figured out a way to have such a high-tech, squeaky clean. I like this because it's tacked on, and I added these, and then these, then I have them intersecting each other. These look like plates that you would like just drill onto the metal grating because something happened. Maybe an explosion. Maybe I don't know. Maybe the metal was just cheap, or it rusted, or there was a hole. And so rather than fix it and repair it, it's much easier to just lay another metal plate over it and zzz. It's kind of fun. These lights don't really stand out, but they help keep the area safe. This torch is actually keeping the last area that's not lit up. So there's just a couple spots here, and so I'm going to think about something that we put here that also we can hide a light with, or would make sense to be something that generates light on its own. Because as it is, just having the lights here, I got this kind of funky green light there that doesn't do anything, but it looks like it might do something. And here, they're kind of really well hidden. And so what I did to do that is to take a cobblestone, and I kind of just seal this off. Seal all the places where light might come in. Put cobblestone in front of this. And then we use the light layer hotkey, which will place little red dots where something can spawn. Yeah, so that's how I did that. And then over here, I wanted a room to do chisel and bits in. And so I didn't want to do it in here. It can kind of make a mess. So I looked through here from that side. I'm like, you know what, it'd be cool. There's a room, I think. And so I just carved out a really, really tiny room. And then I made like little displays for the blocks that I might currently be building with. And then the extra blocks in here, and the extra bits in here. And that way, it's contained and it's kind of clean. And then this, it's just so I have a white background that I was placing things against. Now I made something. Well, you saw what I made. Excuse my noise. You saw what I made for Dolan. And if you didn't, go check that episode out. You can see it better, actually, if you just go to Dolan's channel and find whatever episode he was working with me on. And I want to continue that. Now, I'd love to make something for everybody. This is your little preview of what I made for Dadcraft. You might be able to guess what's in there. But it's got to be good. And not everyone puts out YouTube, so it's difficult for me to kind of catch everyone and figure out what might be a good gift for them. I already have an idea for Chris. And granted, I probably already given him too many things. I probably already given Dadcraft too many things. Dolan doesn't need gifts. He's taken enough from me already. Oh, that's all a joke. But yeah, Draax does have videos on his channel. TDC does. Anyway, check the video description. Check the links. Check them out. And I didn't mention this before. If you visit their channel and you came from me, compared to them, I am a baby channel, okay? So make sure you comment in their video description, I came from bRanN, because then they know, wow, I'm getting quality viewers from this tiny channel. Maybe I'll give him a shout out. Wink. Yeah. Let's all help each other out. Yes. Oh, yes. I built a better tool. Now, my old tool is still good, and we're still going to use it for a lot of stuff. So actually, let's do that. This is my previous pick. It's at level awesome. This is already at level awesome. I use this for maybe less than 2 hours, maybe an hour, just today. Yeah, this one is less than an hour old. Well, what I mean by that is I've only used it for less than an hour. And it's already at level awesome, and this is the one that I've been using for a while. But this one has width ++ and height ++. So what it can actually do is it can break 4 blocks at once. And it's kind of weird because the 4 blocks it's going to break changes based on, I don't even know if you can see the outlines, but, you know, there. Yeah. But it's also unbreakable. It's got haste. I could fit more haste on there, I think. Modifier's 5, yeah, because of the leveling up. I don't know that I want it to be any faster than it already is. It's aqua dynamic because, can I show the parts that this was made with? I think I can if we pop it in here. Yeah, I used a prismarine tool rod. And so that makes it so if we're underwater, it can break things just as fast. I thought that was a neat trait. I gave it the iron binding just for the magnetic. I don't know how effective that is, but if it's bringing stuff a little closer on its own, that's cool. Eventually we can get a magnet ring. And the cobalt pickaxe head is one of the fastest mining speeds on its own. And it also, I think, can mine anything. And then you can see we got a bonus speed of 18%. It's pretty crazy. And we never have to repair it. This one we still have to repair. I do have 4 modifiers. I could keep using it, leveling up. But with this one, we're going to be able to break 1 block at a time. And this is not Silk Touch, but it does have Luck 3. So we're fortuning all our ores. Okay, so that being the topic, my 40 or so minutes that I used this morning while I was watching YouTube on the other screen, these are the ores I got. Now, it's not a lot, but this was from the Nether, so that's cool, I think. And you got to keep in mind that from the Nether you get gold nuggets, and I think actually some stuff might already be put away. So I might have done 2 rounds, actually, and this is the second round, but I'm pretty sure this alone was like 40 minutes or so. So lots of diamonds. My diamonds were going down, and I needed, let's just organize that. I needed more. Okay, now let's talk about these machines. Oh, before we can talk about these machines, let's talk about power. So I asked in a previous episode, how do I get power? Simple power. I need to finish decorating this. I want to use these all the way up, make it look like a vent. Okay, and we come up here. And here we have windmills. And if I can click on the actual wind generator, these are making constant power. And then it all just comes down and into the capacitor bank, and then from the capacitor bank, that goes down into our main room. It's got a couple decoration things. This is just cobblestone, different forms of cobblestone. I think it looks pretty cool. I like it. Let's screenshot it. And then this little danger tape, and we come down. That all comes down through here, and it goes into all these items. And then I also have some item ducts here from Ender.io. And so the power lines all come down and all go into all the machines. And then the item ducts come out from all the machines and go into this chest. So it's very low-level automation, nothing terribly advanced. It's something that we'll probably end up doing something more advanced later on, which is why I wasn't worried about doing it off camera. For now, I was just trying to get started with the refined storage. Yes, refined storage. That's what it's called. Okay, perfect. And so that's what all these machines are for. The crusher is something that we can use to break up the ores. Do I have any? I think I do. Let's do this. It doesn't give us as much as the smeltery would. It just gives us 2 per. But that's okay. I got 2 crushers. We got some upgrades. Currently 20 total. I have some more over there. But actually, if I put in any more upgrades into these things, I lose the ability to fly because I max out my grid power. All right, and then we have, what is this called? The alloy smelter. So this is needed to make some special materials. But for now, we just have it in furnace mode. So it cooks 3 at a time. And there is our iron. That's beautiful. This I needed for something. I don't even remember what, but we'll come back to it, I am sure. The sag mill we used for something else. I think I was just trying to get sand from something. We will cover that when it is relevant. I swear to you, I promise. This is what I want to work on this week. Refined storage. So the controller is the first thing you make. Let's pull this all up. And I'm sure you've seen this millions of times, so we're gonna kind of go through it only very quickly, very briefly. This is, no, not that. That's the creative. This is what we have to make. And so you just have a ring of quartz enriched iron, which is nether quartz and 3 iron, gives you 4. Make your machine casing. Diamond, 3 silicon. Silicon is nether quartz smelted. We could call it silicone. I think either is correct. And that gives us the controller. The controller is the heart of the machine. Every other thing can be connected to this through its special wire, which you can see here, the cable. The cable will teleport power, items, everything between all of these, or if they're touching. But that's only true for the refined storage. So you'll see the power connects to here, but the power does not connect to here. This has to get power from this or from this. Same with the item ducts, I believe. So these are solderers, like a soldering gun or a soldering iron. And so you put components in here to make the different things. The things like, let's see, the printed basic processor from iron, the improved processor from gold, the advanced processor from a diamond, and then you can sandwich them together to make the actual processors. And then you can mix some of those processors with other items to get special whatsits. So if that was completely confusing or not well explained at all, don't worry about it. All you need to know is we have to have this, and these are special crafting benches that make items that are required specifically for this mod. They're kind of fun to use. Now I want, oh gosh, how do I start this out? Let's start this out with, for the most basic system, we need this. We need a grid, which we'll want to advance into a crafting grid as soon as possible. Shouldn't be difficult. And we want a disk drive. And for the disk drive, we're going to have a disk. And if we could fit all our items in here straight off the bat, that would be wonderful. So the disk drive takes disks, and disks hold different amounts. The largest is the 64K. Building this requires this, which requires 3 of these, which each requires 3 of these, which each requires 3 of these. Crazy. And this thing, you can get advanced, right? You can make it so you say, make me this thing right here, left click. And it goes through and it figures it all out because you have it all programmed. I don't know how to do any of that, and I'm not going to do any of that. Not right now. We're just going to make a basic system. I have this all ready to be crafted, and I'm going to show you how crazy it is. You're going to see, and it's going to be amazing. Because here's the thing. If we go through the effort to make this, it's